they brought up the override of the governor's veto, and they had 109 votes, and 4 of them happened to be from our side, which is, while disappointing, it's something we're going to have to move forward and deal with. For the most part, we had communications from them that told us that before. There were no surprises on there. It means in a state that is, I think, voted with the eventual winner of the presidency all but twice in the last 25 or 26 presidential elections, one that has where Barack Obama lost by a mere 3,000 and change votes, is now a 6-2 state, which means that essentially what that map says is that at the federal level we are 75% Republican state, which anybody that knows Missouri politics or even pretends to know Missouri politics knows is not true.
So can you compare what, in your mind, what would have been a fair distribution in redistricting compared to?
Well, I think that a 5-3, which is kind of what I think most of the folks had talked about, and even if it was just a 5-2-1 where you had one 50-50 district that was a swing district, I think would have been more representative of what the state is, closer representative of what the state is. And the politics of it is not lost on me. I do understand that when you control the redistricting process and you have folks from your party and you have 6 of them, you have to put 6 of them into districts. I think if we were being upfront with the voters of the state and the citizens of the state, that wouldn't have been the case. But in the interesting part of this is that it is a political process that is basically voted on purely on politics. There is zero policy on the side of this, when in reality, I think as we talked last time, there really needs to probably be some looking out for the citizens of the state rather than just looking out for the political advantages that one may have.
Did you expect this vote to come out this way?
I was getting signals that we might have this vote that turn out this way. Obviously, when you have an extended period of time to put pressure on folks and things like that, it does sometimes happen. And I know that people were getting phone calls and getting a lot of pressure on both sides to do one thing or the other. And again, I think that we need to maybe take a look in the future at having some sort of nonpartisan redistricting process, or at least some fair process like we do we draw our own districts, House and Senate, for the state legislature by a commission, and if that commission can't agree in an overwhelming fashion, that it goes to the courts and they can decide. I know some states have nonpartisan panels that draw this. Some states have the courts actually draw their congressional maps. I think maybe given the outcome today, we need to take a hard, long look at that so that we don't have the same things happen in 10 years, regardless of who's in charge.